Hey everyone, it's episode 2 of Noel's House Party. Um, this is gonna. I'm playing around with the settings at the moment because yesterday we had a few issues with the video where we were getting a little bit of lag and we were getting some stickiness. When I watched the video back, it was a little bit sticky. Hopefully, the upload to YouTube will have improved that slightly. Um, but we were getting quite a low frame rate of all the stuff that was happening. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drop the frame rate to 24 frames a second, which is what old-fashioned television was anyway. So that basically will be in line with what we're watching. And then it may result in me looking a little bit weird because I think most digital video is 30 frames a second. So when I close my eyes or blink or stuff like that, you may see some interlacing or something like that, where it looks a bit weird. But that's just because I'm using a bit of an old Apple Mac, and I'm certainly not going to buy any new equipment just to record this shit. I can ill afford it because I'm between jobs at the moment. So anyway, let's get going. We'll be on Noel's House Party episode 2. Let's get going. Yeah, 30th of November, 1991. There we go. It does actually still say that its CPU is struggling a little bit, so hopefully it's not too terrible. He's dressed slightly better. He's still wearing green trousers.
What exciting guests we have this week. Welcome to our live house party. It might be my party, but it is very much your show for the next 50 minutes. And this week we have more ways than ever before that you can get involved.
Always has been.
What a fantastic old house this is, and I must say
how high his trousers are.
Problems at the moment outside, because on the main lawn outside the house here at Crinkley Bottom, the Civil War Reenactment Society are fighting it out, and I think it's getting fairly violent. Well, I've just seen Kate Adie arrive, so I think things might be getting tough. And we've had one heck of a week. We've had the builders in, and there's bad news. They said there's a load of rot in the library. So I'm going to get rid of all my Geoffrey Archer novels. But I am getting on better with the neighbours. I was down in the village just a few moments ago, and I was helping remove the Crinkley Bottom welcomes careful driver's sign from the front of the vicar's car. And he pointed out to me that it's a very, very old church down there. Did you know that down in Crinkley Bottom, at St Mark's, there in the graveyard, is the man, Albert Stevenson, who invented the yo-yo. He's buried there 128 times altogether. The Crinkley Bottom Observer, he's here again. What I like about this is it gives you a
slightly out of sync.
Of what's been happening.
I think it's the video itself rather than what we're doing.
Delivering it, of course. Of course, this week was exactly 1 year since Mrs. Thatcher was replaced as Prime Minister. Someone's got to tell her, you know. Someone's got to tell her. This paper is very anxious to find out whether the readers here in Crinkley Bottom think that it's too large. And in fact, there's a questionnaire to fill in on page 479. But the thing that really, really caught my eye this week, old Mrs. Crawshaw has got a small ad in, and it says, "Lost deaf cat answers to the name of Tina!" There's another lady who's getting very, very upset as well.
Will you let this man take me to the
That was when he did that shout. Then it was all quite obvious that we were out of sync. As I say, I think that is partly the video, maybe a little bit of this process, but it's out of sync anyway. I think it gets better as the recording goes on.
Boht is quite sensational, and of course the kids are here. Michelle Howes tells me an interesting story about a goat.
Well, I was about 4 years old, and I was standing on the edge of the goat pen, and I had an apple in my mouth, and It obviously wanted the apple, so it got hold of the apple and pulled me in with it. It's not funny.
Funny. Anything else really daft happen to you?
No, not really, because I don't live a daft life like you.
Right. They're doing better to get a slightly older child because that other girl was annoyingly precocious.
Show on television where you at home can win £1,000 simply by watching and by having a telephone handy. Last week, £560 came out of the money box for Veronica, who lives in East Dulwich. Eddie the Eagle Edwards was in there grabbing the money. He did it spectacularly well. How well will we do this week? I set the question, how many new entries would there be in this week's Radio 1 chart? So if you phoned into our computer and you were right, you and your phone number are now in our memory bank, and I could just be calling you to grab a grand. What a lovely thought. I'm also passing on more power than ever before, because on this show, you can decide who is going to get
Who's he? Oh, he's a snooker player. Oh, it's John Virgo. John Virgo went on to be a celebrity BBC One personality, didn't he?
Mr. Virgo.
Yes, sir.
Can I start with you? We require a spirited defence so that the viewers can decide whether or not they're going to vote for you or Mr. Thorne to come into the charming chamber.
Well, I think a lot of it's got to do with hair. You know, if I'm guns, I'm going to spend an hour in the bathroom doing my hair, you know. I mean, Willie won't have that problem.
You mean you spent an hour earlier doing that? Yes, you've got the safety helmet on.
His hair's the same as yours, Noel.
Totally
Shit,
gelled up this
and
evening.
stuck
I
on.
think it's going to play havoc with my gel if I get the guns in there. And of course, I'm absolutely full of flu.
He's got like 7 strands of hair, long strands of hair in his head. I'll just shave them off.
Got a note from his mum. What a naff excuse. Have they moved you? How do you feel about it? We ask you please to telephone John Virgo on 0898 800
15 pence
311
maximum.
if you would like him to go for it.
That was
Or you
better
can
because it
call
cost
Willie
36p
Thorne on
last week.
0898 800 322. We'll take
I think it's
all
one of those
the
ones where
votes,
you
get
just
Carly
ring
down,
it, and that
may the best man win.
means it's
Someone's gonna
registered
get the
rather
prize
than
this
having
week.
to ring up
The
and go,
lyric game this
oh,
week
there's
is,
8 people called
faintly
John.
daft. We've got 4 Elvises. On my right, Elvis Brooks, a fitness instructor in Gateshead. His interests are women, alcohol and rugby.
Guy on the left looks like
Yep.
that pedo.
Anyone ever tell you you
Bloke.
don't half look like Elvis Presley? Yeah.
What's
Next
his
to
name?
him,
Gary
Elvis
Glitter.
Milligan,
Guy on the left,
also
look,
from
Gary
Liverpool,
Glitter.
likes football, squash and swimming. Says he woke up the other morning and got ready for school only to remember he left 5 years ago. Anybody ever told you?
It wouldn't stop Gary Glitter.
They both claim they're brain dead, which is their qualifications to be here this evening, fighting it out against Elvis Wilkins.
Oh, he's got some support.
Southampton.
He looks weird.
Sorry, no, that's me.
Oh, I can't be bothered to find out anymore. And next to him is Elvis Crook, who's a bar manager in Southampton and is not a submariner in the Royal Navy. They are now going to fight it out in our lyric game.
Fuck that up.
Remember, guys, keep your hands on the buzzers. We play the tune. As soon as you think you can carry on, hit the buzzer. No hesitation. Straight in. A point for every lyric you get right. And we start now.
Well, it's a 1 for money, 2 for the show, a 3 here and out. Go, cat, go, don't you?
If you don't like Elvis Presley, this is not a good show this week. But anyway, here we go, 1, 2.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You can shine all the time.
No.
Can we have what it actually was? Is that possible? Are we able to play them what they should have been doing? No, it was actually
Well, it's what? It's
Suspicious Mind.
play it once, that's it.
Not Hound Dog at all. Yes, here's a good title. This could be where we are this particular week. Number 3.
How do they buzz in if they don't know? I can't remember. Is that what the issue is?
It's a close run thing, isn't it? 36-3 nothing. Okay, here's 4.
It's love and never. Hold me tight.
Did someone shout there?
Brilliant. Unencumbered by any form of talent whatsoever. And we time for another one.
I don't wanna be a tiger, 'cause tigers play too rough. I don't wanna be a lion, 'cause lions ain't the kind.
This used to be one of my favourite Elvis numbers.
Return to sender. Actress.
They just start singing, these two. That's the thing. They don't wait to be given it, like the guys on the left. They just start singing, which obviously is the tactic. Because Noel doesn't even point at him.
Marching up, 16 plays 70. You've got some way to go with this one.
You ain't no hound dog. Just rain all the time. You ain't no
Are they singing right or not?
rain all the time.
They look like they didn't know what was going on there. I suppose they've never duetted. There's only one Elvis. Isn't there?
Well, how about that? Well, that really was close this week. It's 35 to the Elvises, 70 to the Elvises, which means the Elvises have won.
No one's congratulated or how do you feel? Just we're done with that now. Fuck off. Now back to these two pricks.
Let's have an update, see how your voting is going, whether it's going to be Mr. Virgo or Mr. Thorne who goes in.
No one, zero. No one gives a fuck.
Honestly, is happening live this evening.
John Virgo, yeah, because he's a bit of a knob end.
Well, Willie Thorne comes from a very
10,000
large
people
family,
rang in that time. That we've just had that.
Are going like mad.
Wow.
Well, something revolting will happen later, but something revolving happens now. We'll see you gentlemen in just a while. Remember, in a while, somebody will be winning £1,000, possibly in Grab a Grand. Also, Boht is going to get a gotcha Oscar.
£1,000,
I wonder
possible.
what's happening outside with the Civil War. All that'll be sorted out. Good evening to you. I might be coming to your place. NTV is what everybody is talking about. It's totally new, a TV first. I could well turn up at your house. You never know.
What if he like
Somewhere
came
in
through to me now watching
It's
him
not rigged.
and you and it was my face on the screen?
It's NTV.
I tell him to fuck off and call him a cunt.
I think is the door.
Oh God. This old twonk.
They like idiots around here, yeah.
Yes, and my father was the village idiot. And my father's father was the village
Idiot.
That's right. Did you know him?
No, I didn't, but I think we got the hang of it. You're the village idiot. What's that got to do with me?
Well, there's not enough room for the both of us in this village. Sound more like a pirate, don't I? But I'm going now. Pirate!
I can't think what that bloke was normally in. Well, that might have been his whole thing, just being a village idiot. Like, out in a normal world, that's his whole entertaining thing. I don't know.
Been waiting for this moment.
Claire says it's no dog's life in heaven.
Where do you think animals go when they die?
Up to heaven.
Really?
Nice to them. Except for Rottweilers and Pit Bull Terriers.
And Una really sorts me out.
XL bullies.
So,
Oh, I thought it's little boys who like colours.
stop being sexist.
Yeah, good. Good on her.
Now, on the house party, Michelle Howe.
She's wearing pyjamas.
This part of the house is pretty old. It's Tudor.
Looked like he was
The
trying to
moss
fuck a
Tudor
gate
hole down
then.
Here, the dog Tudor hole over there. And after welcoming back that very old gag, will you please give a warm welcome to Roger and Alison? Oh, you've never heard that gag before, Alison, had you? All the way from Plymouth, reckons that Roger is not high on
God,
brain
so
cells.
90s, their
Alison's
shirts.
green
Look, they're
finger.
both wearing those
What
shirts.
do you do?
Cut grass.
Is that it?
Cut grass.
It's green.
Yeah.
It's green.
What an exciting couple. Alison loves milk.
What does that mean? Smoke a fucking fat load of weed. That's why I'm wearing these clothes.
Because Roger's gestures are a little sparse these days.
Get my romance from somewhere.
Well, quite.
Fucking hell.
What do you do to pass the time then when you're not gesturing at your wife?
Not a lot.
No? Got any interest?
Football, sport.
Which team do you support?
West Ham.
West Ham. Hammers, good old Hammers. Michelle has a temper. Luckily, I did not bump into it.
Good.
But we did bump into a lot of other interesting things about life down in Plymouth, so brace yourselves. The Duchess's Bloomers!
Why do I want that?
What does Dad's aftershave remind you of? Bearing in mind you've got a beard, right? Did she say the first blossom?
What, he's inferring his beard stinks? Is that what you're saying?
Something you put down for rats? Something at home?
You've got a beard, Noel.
Or something else?
Maybe that's how he knows.
It's got to be something else, I think.
I think it's something else. Something else.
What does his aftershave remind you of?
The toilet after my brother's been in there.
That's that remark is good because it sort of cusses her dad, but it also cusses her poo shames her brother.
Fan heater. That's useful for redistributing.
Don't give him prizes. Just say round 2, because no one gives a fuck about this bullshit.
Your mum.
Where do you get these questions?
Well, I make them up because I'm weird.
Did she say, Mum, Guinness, or burnt toast, or makeup?
Makeup.
Makeup?
That's the question.
Or Bacardi.
Or Bacardi? She's getting in every direction now.
Piss it.
Oh, my mum always smells like makeup. She's got piles on her makeup. She's got
Piles of them.
everywhere. She's got all over her lips and she's gone out the lines and everything. It's terrible.
Gone out the lines. What? She's got lines on her face like she's fucking, like she's an illustration.
Oh, right. A plate of cooked scones, fresh from the kitchen here. I said, do your parents ever make comments about the acts on Top of the Pops? Now, did Michelle say, when Cliff Richard's on, Dad always says he's not as good as his father was? Or they never watch, it's on past their bedtime. Or Dad does.
We do make comments, don't
We
we?
do, yes. They're not very good.
No. Yes, Dad does.
Yes.
Dad does.
Yeah. Like when Kylie Minogue goes on and she's got all those funny like shorts on and funny tops and everything. But my dad likes her wearing it.
I bet he
Says
does.
I likes her sexy bum.
It's better than your mother's.
To the deep fat fry.
I could do with one of them now.
Is anyone in the family partial to a drink? Did she say, partial? It's total. Or, Mum doesn't drink. It would break the terms of her probation. Everyone drinks. Or something else.
Everyone drinks. Everyone drinks.
Me, yeah.
Yes.
I like a pint.
Sounds like they're from Cornwall.
Well, that would come under something else.
My grandma likes sherry. She gets a bit drunk on that now and again. Very drunk.
Did you hear the old woman in the background going, oh, 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 I like a sherry as well.
Whose mum's that?
Mine.
But she wouldn't watch, would she?
She would.
Tripod with telescope.
Oh, tripod as well. Oh, and a telescope. We give you a telescope as well. Just we like having tripods around the house. Sometimes we put a telescope on it. Sometimes we don't. We just leave it there, and you know, look at the screw thread on top and think, oh, could put something on that. Fucking nonsense.
But I said, who does Dad fancy? You know, apart from Mum.
Kylie Minogue.
Or indeed instead of Mum. Did Michelle say,
Did.
just about anyone?
Yeah, even me. He's a
Or
rapist.
Rosemary of the Generation Game.
Well, yeah, who didn't?
Kylie Minogue. Or another dishy little piece.
Kylie Minogue.
I would say just about anyone.
They've done that footage out of sync.
He likes Rosemary Ford off Generation Game.
Mm.
Dad liked the bit when she was in the Western thing, right? And this other lady pulled off her dress and there was nothing else on there except her underwear. That was disgusting.
Can you imagine the reason why she thought it was disgusting was Dad was like fucking touching himself and going, here's me Ford, what's the scores on the doors, Miss Ford? Anyway, it was a very sexist period, the 90s, especially even BBC One. It was just women were just there as sort of decoration. Not with that look on their faces, though.
The Reverend Morris Gnome, modelled after the...
Oh, God, what shit. What shit? Is that the top prize? I'd have a deep...
It did seem so logical at the time. Now, did Michelle say, no, he thinks she looks fine in her shawls?
Shawls?
He'd just like her to wear less clothing. He's never mentioned... Or something else.
Something else, I would say. Yes.
You're hoping something else.
My dad's like that. Always like women in sexy clothes.
Yeah, I told you.
Linda Lusardi
Yeah, well, who didn't?
likes to keep up the page 3 girls in the paper as well.
Oh, does he? Dirty.
Well, I'm not telling you.
He likes the things they say, the intellectual remarks.
Their bums. He likes their bums.
You don't see their bums.
And their boobies.
Yeah, it's boobies, they're tits. I didn't think that was appropriate, really, to be asking a girl all that stuff about her dad. And would you like your mum to wear less clothes and all this? I didn't think that was very appropriate.
You didn't think you would ever get here and have to face this bit. Have you been too honest? Or you've been making it up, haven't you? It was all fantasy. Let's try to get you off there.
It's Dad's fantasy, that was a
We got
problem.
round to the gift. Did she say that she would like a tandem for hills, a tricycle that goes up a slope, a mountain bike, or something else?
Mountain
Be
bike.
the bike, I think.
Do you think it's the bike?
A mountain bike.
No doubt at all. Straight in there. A mountain.
Because she's a normal child, that's why. I want a tricycle that goes up hills. What, on its own? Who's going to say that? Who's that cunt on the right?
That's your bike. For goodness sake, ride it with care. Roger, thank you. Alison, thank you. Michelle, thank you. Here's your bike.
He has to say ride it with care in case she falls off it. And they go, right, more money. Let's tell the son that Noel Edmonds gave my daughter a bike that broke her neck.
Be the door.
Who's this? They're being told to applaud because they don't know who it is. Frank Carson?
Who are you expecting?
He's fucked it.
Great start. Who are you expecting? Elton John? Sorry about the noise. We won't be much longer.
Who are you?
Me? I'm an Irish roundhead.
What's that?
That's a starting pistol.
That's not a starting pistol.
You should see them start when I fire it.
Was that a shot?
No? That's a cracker. Well, I got that in, Noel. Carry on. Sir?
That was his catchphrase, wasn't it?
Civil War Reenactment Society. Unexpectedly available for Panto.
So who... So who are you meant to be then?
I am Oliver Cromwell, leader of the Roundheads, protector of all England, and chief barman down at the Grapefruit and Push Bike. Good pub, yeah.
Very good pub. I was down there just last night.
Heard that, yeah.
Traditional pub. It's got sawdust on the floor.
That was last night's furniture. It's an old pub. The winning line on the fruit machine is 3 prunes. Anyone who eats prunes is never late for work. Small adjustment. I'll carry on as the show is live. Hold it. You want me to sign above the door, Tess? No dogs, sorry. No pets. No horse, no spitting, no smoking, no coaches, and, P.S.
Yes?
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, because the joke would normally be no Irish, and of course he is Irish. I thought when he handed him, he said I'm an Irish roundhead, and he's wearing an obviously square helmet, and then he handed Noel a gun with a knot in it. I thought, oh, here we go. The joke is going to be about Irishness and being silly or being thick or something, which is, bad sort of poor, weak, racist humour, but also being delivered by an Irish person, even worse. But they seem to have just about avoided that.
Tell me a bit more about this society then.
Let me tell you some of the famous battles. I remember the blood running in rivers through the battlefields. The heads of our comrades staring sightless into the midday sun. They shelled us for 29 days. Night, noon, and morning. 29 days.
That was dreadful.
Dreadful? I don't know how I slept through it.
What part did you play in the battle?
Me? I destroyed the enemy lines of communication.
How?
I ate the pigeon. You're right, Noel.
Step forward and beckon
Am I supposed to
applause.
Yeah.
Weak, no fashion, forced. Why not spend time writing a joke that's funny?
Mistake. Carry on, Noel. Are you ever hurt? Only when people talk, I might as well go on. I'm going to be here for a week. Only when people call me fatty. Fatty? Tell me, when did the Civil War start, Noel?
That's my line.
Well, we're working on this show.
So, tell me, how did the Civil War start?
That was better when I said it. It all started in 1066 when Sir Thomas of Becket burned some cakes in Magna Carta. That's a small village outside of Wedlock. The news was carried by Bonnie Prince Tick Turpin on his horse Black Beauty. Black Beauty was breathalyzed on the way to York. Dick Turpin was so enraged, he threw a bottle of detergent round the Archbishop and was jailed for breach of the priest. This so-night Guy Fawkes, so annoyed him, he set fire to the baker's shop in Puddin Lane. That started the great plague of London and put the Spanish amount off so much that Sir Francis Drake went over to Nell Gwynn, grabbed him by the arms and said, "The man from Belmont," he said,
That at one point. Okay, so at one point, that was funny because things appeared to be going wrong, and a part of it I think might have been going wrong, and then maybe it was funnier when I said it. Maybe that's an old-fashioned thing that Carson's just sort of saying, that every time someone messes a line up, you say that to make it funny, and it worked. But then towards the end there, I don't know what the fuck was going on. That was all just shit. And this is obviously against the clock as well, because although they've probably got a bit of time now, because we're only 24 minutes in, at some point, in the next half an hour, we're going to have to start shutting down the show. So, I don't know, that was all a bit confused.
"To be continued."
I'll give you that.
That was how the Civil War started.
Is it? Well, that was a good guess.
I don't know why they would put an explanation of how the Civil War started on page whatever of CFAX. Bit of a strange thing to do. To say, well, we can't tell all this historical lies. We have to balance it out with the truth being available somewhere.
Well, here it is. Part of the show that absolutely everybody is talking about because, well, it's a first, isn't it? In many respects, the idea that we can suddenly turn up in your house if you're watching this show. Yes, that's what NTV is all about. And I promise you, and people have been asking me for the last 7 days, down in the pub, the post office in Crinkley Bottom, they've been saying, is it fixed? Well, it isn't fixed. Obviously, somebody has to suggest the idea that we will turn up. But last week, when we go into those, no, it was not a fix. And now here, ladies and gentlemen,
Bullshit.
is this week's star on NTV. Hello, Leslie Brown. Hello, Leslie.
Hello.
Hello. Raise your hand, please, Leslie. Repeat after me. I will not swear live on national television. I will be a...
Right, where's the camera? I mean, is it behind the curtain? What's that fucking massive thing up there? Up there at the top above the telly. I mean, where is the camera? It must be, oh, I'm going to invite my boyfriend round and he doesn't know what my front room looks like. So we're going to put the telly on and then he's going to go, what's all that gubbins behind the curtain? And you go, just shut the fuck up and watch, please.
I'll say, come on, repeat after me. Look, the whole nation's looking.
Fuck you, Noel.
the state of you. Leslie Brown, I believe you're a bit of a practical joker.
Yes, yes.
Yes? All your mates at work are fed up of you putting X-lax in the tea and all that sort of thing. Yeah? And you also like your booze, because you've been going on about your Barbados rum a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, yeah.
Yeah, a bit strong. You look as if you've had a bit. Actually.
Yeah, I have.
Maybe you could
I
do
like a
some more.
drink,
Have a
so
drink.
what?
Go on,
Fuck
I don't
you,
mind.
Noel.
It's empty.
Oh, someone will fix you a drink. You love pets, don't you? Absolutely adore the dogs. You liar, you hate the dogs.
Yeah.
I know, you hate the dogs. Manchester United fan, yeah? Good, they won 3-1 against Crystal Palace today, so you're pleased
Yes.
about that. Good, you know about that. What else is there? Yes, is your house named, or does it have a number on the Isle of Sheppey?
Number.
A number. Did it ever have a name?
Isle of Sheppey.
Yeah.
What's
What was
a
it
shit
called?
The Fonz.
Yeah, I know, because I've actually nicked your nameplate. And Leslie, while I was round there, had a look in the wardrobe. You wear some lovely clothes, Leslie. Do you recognise this shirt? This is what he wears to go to work. Look. It's got no sleeves. Why no sleeves, Les?
I'm a steel worker.
Well, that's no excuse to go around looking like that, is it? What about these?
They'll put more clothes on, not less.
And a safety pin at the top. And there's no buttons at the front either.
No, because he
And,
gets his
I
willy
believe
out.
that you like to be called Blondie. Yeah, look under the cushion. Get up off there and look under the cushion. Quick.
Imagine if he gets them clothes back, and he next time he goes for a wee in those trousers.
Nice wig for you. Pop it on.
Next time he goes for a wee in his trousers, I'll go and I'm putting my willy through the fabric that Noel Edmonds' hand has been through. It would have been funny if Edmonds had like got it up to his face and been like his fucking penis is coming out of the bit where Edmonds' face was. Anyway, we must crack on.
Right. Can you read this? Is your eyesight any good, Leslie? Can you read this? What's it say at the top of the chart?
H.
Yeah, below it, any good?
A-L.
A-L, come a bit closer. I want to see whether you can read what's on there. Come closer.
It's not in.
Come right up to the telly.
Well, do a zoom in,
Into your
Edmonds. I
television.
can't even read it.
Okay, and
You know what? That's half decent. What is all that gubbins though? Where's that come from? That's actually an inventive little trick.
if you would like NTV to drop in on a friend of yours,
Are we done?
I'd love to hear from you. You never know what we will do. Just love it. NTV is at room 3305. BBC Television Centre, Wood Lane, London.
Trying to send
W12
a
7RJ.
letter there now.
NTV is entirely at your service. Coming soon on the Gotcha Oscars, Sophie Lawrence in a jam.
It's that fruity, 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 fruity yogurt every time.
Nicholas Parsons is in a pickle.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I've been arrested. Can you believe it? Huh?
Jim Bowen is in a lather.
Oh, I think that's all right now.
And DLT is just plain ugly.
You are a dead man!
The Gotcha Oscars.
He is.
Only
I wonder if they liked each other or whether they hated each other and he just kind of used this as an excuse to fuck him over. Because DLT was a bit of a knobhead.
But let's go grabbing a grand and find someone watching this show who would very much like to be £1,000 better off. The question last week went the way of Veronica in South London. She got £560. I then set a new question for this week, and it was how many new entries were there going to be on the Sunday in the Radio 1 FM charts? How many new entries for this week? Okay, I'm told that they've got an expert in the
7.
music industry for me, a professional, someone who knows all about the charts to tell us exactly how many new entries there were.
No,
This
let's
must
say
be that
11.
person now.
Blackburn. That was his mate, wasn't it?
No, it's me, Tony Blackburn.
Yes.
I mean, that's
I've waited 18 years for that. Here We've got all the correct names in the computer scrolling past. I can see them down here. Thank you very much.
Blackburn was a nice guy, apparently. I don't know if he's dead, actually. I'm talking about him like he's dead, but I don't know if he is.
Accuse me of favoritism. Stop it there. I've got Nico Williams in Stroud. On the right-hand side, I have the phone number for Nico Williams. And obviously, I'm not going to give that out because who wants to receive...
Because GDPR should exist at that point, but doesn't.
Hello, is that Nico?
Hello.
Nico, hi.
Yeah.
Hi. How many new entries in the chart of this week on Radio 1?
I think I said 12.
12, you are quite right. It was 12.
Ah, I said 11. Close.
Stay on the line. Somebody very
You know what you
famous
get for being
in the box
close?
to try and
Fucking
grab a grand
nothing.
for you, Nico. Stay on the line and have a think what you would spend the money on, all right?
Right.
Jolly good. This week's question, of course you want to play, don't you? The snooker's on at the moment in Preston. The highest break tomorrow, in tomorrow's play, what will the highest break be? The lines are open for 2 hours when we complete the...
Does that mean number of
today.
balls or
0898
points? I don't really understand.
404 505. Tell us the highest break in Sunday's play tomorrow, the highest break. Worth ringing. You could be £1,000 better off. The line's open once we stop. Now, let's have an update on the gunging while we're talking of snooker. Who's in the lead? Willie Thorne was down at 29. He's gone up to 34.
Willie Thorne. That sounds painful.
You're voting as if John Virgo is the one who is going to go in the gunge tank. But do keep voting, please. Whilst we meet an amazing lady who's now got a gotcha Oscar, Jean Boht.
Where's she from? What's all that shit she's carrying? Ah, Bread. She's the woman from Bread. So that was the shit Liverpudlian sitcom that it didn't really do. It did a proper disservice to Liverpudlian people, I believe. Made them all sound like layabouts and dull scum. Not my words, but words of the time. That cockerel thing she's holding, they used to come back with money from various places, sometimes like proper bona fide work, and other times it would be from, I don't know, nicking shit and selling it. And then she put all of the money into the cockerel, into that pie dish or whatever it is.
I thought you deserved them. And I've seen the children, and they know all about them.
Lovely.
And this is for you all, with lots of money inside for Christmas, you see.
That's lovely.
Yes, I don't want it to be broke. And this one particularly on Christmas Day, and I said to the children, I said, don't forget when Daddy's really tired, he really will enjoy this. Look, you see. All Christmas Day, you're going to get this, kid, yeah.
Well, that's very kind of you, Jean. Thank you. Thank goodness you found the off switch. How are things with you at the moment?
Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine.
That didn't really land any of that rubbish, did
On
it?
Monday,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is great.
Where are you?
The Piccadilly with Cilla Black.
Yeah.
I'm a cabbage fairy.
Oh, are you? Have you recovered from what we did?
Yes, I have. Only just.
Pantomime.
How did you do it too? He's a wonderful actor. You'll see this in a minute.
Well, we knew we were onto a goodie because Jean was invited to go to the Wogan show. She was invited to go to the wrong place for the Wogan show on a night when there wasn't a Wogan show with a driver who wasn't very good.
Hello, Miss Boht. It's your driver here. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm in terrible traffic. It's absolutely chocker. I'm trying to do my best to get through, but it's absolutely chock-a-block. Sorry? No, it'll be fine. I won't be too long, but I'll get to you as soon as I can. Sorry. There we go. I'm sorry to be...
Look at that fucking massive thing on the roof there. That's the camera on the sunroof, look. That's the camera. Why doesn't she know what that is?
Enormous problem. I don't know what...
Because that's the thing about hidden cameras back then. They were enormous.
What's held me up is that I was coming up the A3.
Oh, I see.
And because I've been down Southampton.
You're a driver, you should...
I've got to go this way. Putney
No.
Bridge, totally, it's closed. Sorry, Hammersmith Bridge is totally closed. Yes. I'm going over Chiswick. That's all right. I mean, it's chaos, absolute chaos. Sorry, it's not too loud for you, is it?
GLR 94.9 FM, Bruce Springsteen and Born to Run.
Bruce, oh, that's who it was.
My proverbial mat, which says, Dear Simon Barnett, would you please make my husband Dave Collier's day by playing him a request on the show? He's at work today. It's his silver wedding anniversary.
That's me.
He
It's me.
as a chauffeur.
It's me.
If you want Sheila's secular laughing studio on this day,
It's my 25th wedding anniversary.
It was #1 on the day she
Oh.
was married. Here's Frank Sinatra.
Strangers in the night. Oh. I tell you what. Look, we're okay for time. Can I give her a quick ring and then I'll let you ring your doctor, your daughter?
I would start to find this.
No, we're all right for time. It's not far.
Taking a piss.
Happy anniversary. Oh, it's wonderful. Can you hear it, darling? Oh, yeah. Lovely.
Patience.
Well, I want to go, really. I don't really want to because I've got...
Tell him I've got to get to the BBC and there's a traffic hold up.
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
And congratulations! Congratulations!
She said thank you very much. Oh, it's
You'll
lovely.
be home soon.
Yeah, I want to be at my fucking studio.
You can't drive and really speak at the same time, so... That
No, you are actually committing a crime.
And her message is, please look after him.
Oh, yes, indeed. If we get
You're the one driving one-handed, you cunt.
No, I better go down. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a bit embarrassing, really.
Fucking hell!
Terrific and lovely. I just hated the thought of you having to stop because we've got to get to this damn place.
Yes, I will.
Where are we going, though?
Well, this takes us round here. It comes up
I
to
mean, no,
the
to
traffic
TV
light.
centre. No, I know this area.
Do you ever drive in or anything, or are you
Oh,
always
I drive
picked
in
up?
normally all the time, except if it's a show like this. Or,
Yeah. Well, when they get a courtesy
then
car.
they send cars for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't get your money for appearing. You only get about 40 quid or something.
Oh, really?
Great standing joke.
Good heavens. I mean, chat away.
What if she started going, oh, the BBC, they're fucking wankers, a lot of them. Especially that Edmonds, he's a
Well, I'm not out of petrol. I prefer not risk it. I'd rather spend 2 more minutes getting petrol.
I'll bet you would.
I am now.
Yeah, look, their eyes are widening.
I ought to really.
You're really going to get into serious trouble. It's 10 to 7. Your clock's in.
Here we go. I'll be as quick as I can.
See, this is good because this is genuine. I find it quite cringeworthy sometimes when they're real.
Hello? It's Dave.
This is the kind of shit that pisses me off.
I'm just in a petrol station. I've virtually run out of petrol, so I had to come and get some petrol. Sorry? You want to speak to... Yes, certainly. Hang on a minute. Here she is. Just sorry.
Hello?
Have this cunt sat.
Yes, I'm fine. We're nearly there. How long have we been?
2 minutes. I can't find
Let me pay. I've got to pay for the petrol. I'll see you there in a minute.
She's going to pay. Oh, I'd be... Yeah, okay, this is quite good telly, I suppose, if you like this sort of thing, but I find it deeply... I'd go into the kitchen and make a cup of tea or something if I was watching this back in the day. Oh, my God. Yeah.
I'm on the Wogan show. Will you let this man take me to the Wogan show?
Take this up between us, sir. Get the lady to where she belongs, okay, sir? But just a moment. What's the matter?
She's a professional actress. She knows. She knows this is bullshit. Yeah, look, because she's laughing now.
You do?
I think it's so hysterical. We are now, the show's already started now. And he asked me if I said, please, could I go? And he asked me for his autograph. Final irony.
What's up? No, it's close. It's close. There's a thing here about you.
Let me see.
Hang on, I was looking at it. And I was
Yeah, look,
surprised.
she's
It's about
laughing,
to
she
get an
knows.
award.
An award for what?
Where was it? It said you'd won the most prestigious award on television. Hang on a sec. Yeah, hold on, have a look. It said, Dreamboat, that's you, isn't it? Ma Boswell.
That's right.
That you'd won the most prestigious award on television.
What's this shit?
It's called a Noel Edmonds Gotcha Oscar.
Yeah. He has to say Noel Edmonds because he'd say gotcha, Oscar, and she'd go, what's that fucking rubbish?
Isn't that wonderful? Oh, I love it. I never recognised him. Good God. Yes, listen. I'm in trouble.
Are you?
I've had the most extraordinary
What's happened?
experience in my life. This man who told me about...
Yeah. 25 years. 25. Yeah. It was on the radio. Strangers in the night.
Does she know? That's what the whole thing is, you silly cow.
Was he late on purpose? Did he run out of... I offered to pay for this petrol. There's
no Wogan show tonight.
There's no Wogan show tonight. Look at all my clothes with me and everything. It's all your fault, isn't it?
So, did she sort of think that was separate? Like this is your life. And also, I still have to get to the Wogan show, thank you. That was actually quite a good one, to be honest. If she did actually genuinely believe that. I thought at some point she would have clocked the shit acting of those coppers.
Talk about giving us 2 bites of the cherry there. Here's one of it. Here's the Oscar, and then it went on and on and on. Jean Boht, I think you're wonderful. The composure there. Thank you.
Oh,
Here is your Oscar. Jean
Hmm. She was the good thing in that. Not anyone else.
With NTV, let's have a little bit of an update and find out who was the cruel and nasty person who set up
we're
this
back.
round. Is that Trish there?
Yes, hello, Noel.
Hello, Trish. Didn't you do that really well, setting him up like that?
Brilliant.
I think that was marvellous. Trish, I was told a little secret about you. That you're rather like the muscly men, you know, the Adonis type fellas. Well,
Oh my God. Oh, it's that steamed up. That camera's fucked. No, it's all getting a bit wet in there, look. Steamy.
Stop it! Let's leave them on the Isle of Sheppey. NTV brings...
Yeah, before she starts frothing up.
NTV brings the whole world into your house. I might well come to you. Let's go grab a grand. Come on, grab a grand. Nico is in Stroud. Hello, Nico. Hello. Here I have £1,000 in £5 notes. These could be yours, Nico. Okay, we have got someone to grab a grand for you going into our money box. Gentlemen, what we thought actually would be a good idea to get a sportsman, someone who's used to grabbing large objects, so the £5 would be no problem at all. Then we of course realised it's St Andrew's Day, so we thought we must get a Scotsman as well. But I believe the BBC are maybe concerned we're giving away too much money because we're getting a chap who used to be a Scottish goalkeeper. Interesting combination. Bob Wilson!
They're all quite weak. Oh, and look, I'm all for national pride, right? I'm all for national pride and stuff like that. But why does... Oh, you're from Scotland, so that's your main thing. You're Scottish, and we can't... We're all... Everyone that I'm talking to, that I give a fuck about, is English, right? So if we talk to anyone who's not English, we must identify them by making them dress up in a fucking kilt and having a tartan tie and whatever. It's just treat people. Oh, you're Scottish. Well, are you not? It's not about are you Scottish. You live in Edinburgh. You're from Aberdeen, or you went to school in Glasgow. Just oh, you're Scottish. That's your thing. That's your whole thing. There you go. Well, I've summarised you as a person. You're Scottish. It's like that woman last week. Oh, you're Irish. You Irish. So what's your personality? Irish. Fuck it. It's tiresome. It's tiresome.
The only man born in England who's ever played in goal for Scotland, that's right?
I think that's true.
Yeah?
Certainly from the goalkeeping point of view.
Great.
But it's Scottish blood.
Nico's on there, he's in Stroud.
Nico, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks very much.
Have you got every confidence in me?
Well, I hope so. I hope the wind doesn't blow too hard.
It's a bit dodgy. I'll do my best. In you go, Bob, into the
Oh,
money
is this
box.
going to be a cheap? Is this why I put him in a kilt? Because it's a cheap. The fucking kilt's going to blow up. What if he's got no pants on and he's just fucking cock and bollocks are out? There we go. He's got a sporran to keep it down. He's obviously wearing shorts of some kind, isn't he? Yeah, of course he is.
Each one of these questions, Nico, is worth 20
He's
seconds.
basically a male Marilyn Monroe from last week, isn't he?
Which part of Rod Stewart's anatomy went for broke this week?
His arse.
Pardon, Nico?
His ankle.
His ankle, yes. He's having to limp now. Who has been told off this week for being late with her poll tax payments?
Thatcher.
Pardon? Carol Thatcher, yes. Who is currently number 1 in the Radio 1 charts?
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
You're right. You've got the full minute, and the money goes in now.
There's a lunatic music playing. He should. Again, he's got his shirt tucked in. He should shove it in his shirt. So what if he comes out with fuck all? He's not going to make much money out of this, is it? It's terrible. What's he doing? Putting it in the sporran? What's he doing? Looks like he's rubbing it on his arm. What's he doing? Oh, he's one-handed. Okay. And then he's trying to pin it against the wall. Look. Okay. So they've got lights on him and music because that thing with Eddie the Eagle was fucking boring. There's, he's done better than I thought. He's got a fiver on his back. Look.
We've got the high-tech scales. Hang on. What? Oh my God.
He's put an extra fiver in there.
I have to press a button just there. That's it. They can go in now. In they go. Oh, crumbs. All right. There we go. And then press 5. Is there another one? 265? That would make 270 anymore. 275.
That was very good. Eddie the Eagle did a very good job. Then by last week's standards.
Are you there?
Yeah, that's great.
£275. I know that you're hoping to get some medical treatment and go over to America, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I hope
What, with that?
Contribution to that.
Oh, it was certainly.
Wouldn't be able to get your fucking toenails cut with that.
Caught my hand in the little trap there. Bob, you talk to Nico. We are now going to find out how your voting went in.
He's got his gun face on. Yeah, he's got his. John Virgo's thinking, if I can get gunged here, I'll be on BBC One a bit more often.
All things going. Are you ready, gentlemen, for this? The vote is being made by you, the viewers. Let's adjust it now on calls received in the last few moments. It did look very good for Mr. Thorne. Is that the final result? That's it! That was the final result!
Virgo's destiny. It's just a stepping stone on his final destiny towards big break with that racist wife beater Jim Davidson. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't. Legally, I have to say that's not true. He's praying, look, he's praying, please, money. Snooker money for me, always, in heaven. What is that? It's gone all black.
I think Willie Thorne's pathetic attempt at claiming that his mum had given him a note paid off. John Virgo gets our very first public voting gunging. I'm in agony here, my whole hand's dripping with blood, but I've had a great time. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've got a Gotcha Oscar next week for Alan Freeman. We've got the most amazing lyric game where Bruno and Liz are going to be taking on Blue Peter. It's a fantastic show. You could grab a grand. And remember, this is the only show on television where if you don't come to the party might just come to you.
We've got about 5 minutes left. What's going to happen? We've got another 5 minutes on this recording, so it makes me wonder what that's about. There are some behind the scenes recordings. I wonder if that's been popped on the end, because I think at the end of the TV show they recorded some of the bits for next week, some of the links and the interstitials and stuff like that. Let's have a look. That ended very suddenly, didn't it? Yes, behind the scenes.
Great. If we can do this each and every week, you're watching each and every week, won't you? Because if we get an audience like you, it's so easy. It's wonderful. And you didn't flag at all. You didn't. Somebody yawned back there, but you were damn good.
Yeah, so the bloke who was just talking then was the audience warm-up.
No reaction at all from this. You've got.
And I think later on he stars in this. He was a well-known TV sort of comedy person. So he warms the audience up and stops them from getting utterly bored. They certainly didn't have that last week because they were inanimate.
House party, but you won't have any trouble getting in, and we've got Wait Till I Get You Home, and Alan Freeman's going to get a gotcha Oscar. Liz Kershaw and Bruno Brooks are taking on Blue Peter in the lyric game, and we've got, of course, Grab a Grand, where you could win £1,000. Oh, it wasn't locked anyway. I think it was dusting or something was the other one.
Zoom in on the beard, get the beard. Making a big noise.
My house party's the talk of Crinkly Bottom, and it really is a grand. Oh, sorry. My house party is the talk of Crinkly Bottom, and it really is a grand show.
Oh, it was better the first time when he had the two notes. And he managed to catch 1 5 there.
Wind off is another one. Could do about 3. That was good though. I mean, if he'd have held this Bob Wilson held this kilt over there, I mean, I would have thought, for God's sake, perhaps he hasn't got a jock, because who invented the jockstrap? Alfred Hitchcock. It was
Who invented the jockstrap? Alfred Hitchcock. That's not bad. I thought it was going to be a joke about him being Scottish.
We're going to do another one. It's damn good. You're so patient. These seats don't have to get hard, don't they? Would you like to do a course of bobbing up and down? Sounds are... Oh, no, don't do that.
Edmonds face pulling 101. He looks like a fucking Thunderbirds puppet then, with his the eyes going left and right.
Who's on the house party tonight? Got a good freeze frame, don't I? Are you on the house party tonight? Do you know who's on the house party tonight? Is anyone you know? Oh, I got this one wrong.
What's up with his face there? He went all banana shaped.
Is anyone you know on the house party tonight? Great. How you feeling? Thank you for coming along, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, well, that was That was good. Okay, so episode 2 of House Party. I genuinely enjoyed some of that. Some of it was a load of old bullshit. But the gotcha was interesting in that it was genuine. And the NTV thing was genuine. When the water sprayed in his face, that actually genuinely delighted me when that happened. So, yeah, that was a better episode than the first one. The first one was all that shit with Frank Carson or whatever his name was. Frank Carson, when he came on as the military reenaction person, that was fucking abysmal. Really, really badly executed. Just crap, just shit. So anyway, see you tomorrow for number 3. It's going to be a long journey, but we'll get there in the end. Bye.